this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says, to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do. Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at point guard. And for Phoenix, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here's man. Outside Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Lets it go from the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Here's Booker. The rebound by Paul George.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Paul with the steal. And here is Ayton. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Booker against George. A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Booker. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Craig. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's an unselfish player who definitely wants to get his teammates involved. A willing passer there, Booker.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Torrey Craig. One shot.
That's good from Craig.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Leonard. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Morris. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Leonard. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Zubac, no good on the free throw. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Pass to man. Back to George. Three-pointer. No good on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. There's the pass to Ayton. Over Morris. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Zubac's the pass to Man. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the paint. Clock at 6. And stolen by Booker. To the right side. Okogie for 3. Here's Craig. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Craig's got 5.
Timeout for the Clippers.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Phoenix. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
The first one falls, and while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now here's Paul. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Okogie. Shoots over Leonard. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now here's Leonard. Passes it to Man. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Doors to an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened, where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Pass to Craig. Paul outside. Pass to Okogie. It's good from long range. Okogie's got his second basket of the night. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now Ayton. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Okogie. He's got 5. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
And the Clippers call time here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Now, here's George. His last outing with 20 points. And the pass to Leonard. Passes to Mann for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mann's got 7.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Okogie. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Paul's shot is off. George looking around. Here's Mann. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 5. Paul with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, you can't hesitate if you want to succeed in catch-and-shoot situations. Chris Paul, such a quick thinker.
Pass to Mann. Now Leonard. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight. Booker outside. Pass to Okogie. Paul right side. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Here's Okogie after the basket by Los Angeles. Beyond the arc. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
No good on the free throw. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Warren's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Booker. That's off as well, so he misses both.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Here is Ross after Eric Gordon's bucket. Here's Okogie. He's got 5. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 6 points.
He has proven that you have got to get out and contest on the three-point shot. Chris Paul is always efficient from 3.
Now here's Gordon. Plumlee in the high post. With the teardrop, here's Highland. Again, Los Angeles.
The assist, Mason.
Suns leading by 3. And there's the pass to Okogie. Paul dishes to Ayton. It's stolen. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Kicks to Gordon. Rebound by the Suns.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Highland misses. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Down low. Warren against Morris. Now, here's Warren. Defense right on him. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Morris. Nice D from Warren.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Ross. He kicks it to Paul. Ross passes to Warren. Here's Ayton. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Highland passes to Morris. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Okogie shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, what you love about Josh Okogie is there's a level of aggression, and in this instance, physicality to draw the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That one is off. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. And Robert Covington subbed in for George. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trailed by 5. And he converts the layup.
Covington has the kind of size that will allow him to complete plays on the interior. That was nice.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Lee. And here is Ross. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Highland. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. He gets it in there.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
Lee outside. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a 3. Goes back up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 4. And will return shortly.
25. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Suns leading by 4. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Gordon, and it's man in at the 1.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Zubac the best to man. Now here's Leonard, covered by Lee. Leonard, no luck. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Lee. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Leonard. To the middle. Here's Batum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Now here's Booker. Last game we saw him score 32. And that one's good, Ayton. And it's 8 points for DeAndre Ayton. Clippers trail by 7. The pass to Gordon. Here's Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Passes it to Zubac. Here's Batum. Craig defending. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. They get it again. No good from Zubac. Suns leading by 7. To the inside. Craig. And finished off by Craig.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Golden State. Pass to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Booker the pass to Lee. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Batum. And the rejection by Ayton.
Now, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Gordon the pass to Batum. And it's blocked. And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
To the paint, here's Leonard. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
As Kawhi likes to say, board man gets paid.
Phoenix leading by 4. Booker outside. The pass to Lee. Now Craig, defended by Batum. Craig kicks to Lee. Ayton trying to break free. Good on the shot.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside Gordon. It's intercepted. Here's Craig. Out to Lee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Damian Lee, 2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
He makes one of two that time.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Here's Booker after Eric Gordon's bucket. Lee outside. The feed now to Ayton. That one goes in. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to LA, and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
And Batum kicks to Leonard, passes it to Gordon. Back to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Mann. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Mann's got 10.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Booker the pass to Lee. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Batum passes to Gordon. The layup missed.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Clippers trailed by 8. Outside Leonard. Here's Mann, covered by Lee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Lee outside. Gordon against Booker. Got a piece of it. Lee kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, he's a tough player. It's why Gordon's been one of the best role players in the league his entire career.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The free throw drops for Gordon. And he can't hit the second. Phoenix leading by 6. Leonard with the steal. Batum passes to Mann. Gordon against Lee. Pass to Mann. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Lee. He shoots again. And the layup is up and in. Lee's got his third basket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Leonard. Knocked loose. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Kicks it out to Booker. Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Lee. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Batum scanning the floor. Pass to Mann. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Suns leading by 8. And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Here's Paul. 6 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
The pass to Highland. Back to George. The tray. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got 5 points so far. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Poked away, stolen by George. Pass to Highland. Here's Mann. Pass to Highland. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Warren on the wing. Covered by Morris. And the shot by Warren, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Here's George. On target from 13 feet. George has got his second bucket.
That's a tougher look than it seems, folks. Paul George's mid-range game is sweet.
Pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Warren kicks to Paul. And the Suns miss again.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Josh Okogie. Second personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Ross passes to Wainwright. They get the rebound. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Now the pass to Mann. Back to George. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Well, the footwork to get into the catch-and-shoot game, the mechanics of Paul George are special.
Paul kicks to Ross for the three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Highland. He's got 7 over Paul. Highland misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Feeds to Ross. Warren trying to break loose. Ross, that's good. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead. Passes it to Mann. Now here's George. Pass to Mann. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Mann's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Paul outside. Back to Ross. Takes a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Outside, George. Pass to Mann. Outside, George. Again, Los Angeles.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Ross. 11 points in the game. Here's Wainwright. He's guarded by Plumlee. Pulls up. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. With the shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns ahead, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Terrence Ross. Terrence, how were you able to get going in the first half?
Playing aggressive, just trying to play with some energy, get easy buckets, get stops, lead transition, so just little things.
It all tied together for a great first half, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They can't be happy with their defense, allowing over 50% shooting. They need to be a lot more aggressive at that end of the floor. Get those hands up, move your feet. Do the Ernie shuffle. Bop, bop, bop. The Ernie shuffle. Bop, bop, bop.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Terrence Ross is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's man. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And the rejection by Zubac. Down low, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
The pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Leonard. And here's Morris for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Over in the corner, Paul. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Booker.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Passes it to man. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Zubac with it. Chris Paul covering. Zubac, solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Zubac has got 6. Suns leading by 7. Pass to Ross. Back to Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And he makes that one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Timeout called, the Suns. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And Phoenix making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Pass to Booker. This one for 3. Morris with the rebound. Here's man, defended by Paul. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Okogie. He has 5. The pass to Ayton. Fades. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 14.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns leading by 7. Booker outside. Passes to Ayton. Here's Okogie. 5 points in the game. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Outside, George. A baseline J. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Never afraid of a little physicality. Mr. Ayton, the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Free throw no good for Ayton. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And the first one drops. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force. Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Here's man. Phoenix able to drain the three. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Here's man. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Man's got 17. Pass to Okogie. Kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
The pass to George. No good from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
First free throw is good.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul, playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
And Paul drills both of them. Clippers trailed by 15. And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Passes it to Leonard. Craig against Morris. Here's man. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Booker. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Leonard. George against Booker. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Craig. He takes it in. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to George. To the inside. Leonard finds George. 5 on the clock. Mann passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. That's tipped. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Free throw drops for Ayton. So for the Suns, Wainwright's checked in, and Lee's subbed in for Booker. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. Highland's shot is good.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Wainwright. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Down low. Paul with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oh, that's blocked.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
It's stolen. Suns leading by 14. And there's the pass to Ayton. The dish to Paul. Lee outside. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. Here's Highland. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Lee.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Okogie. He's covered by Leonard. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Suns have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
First one falls for him. So, for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Terrence Mann. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers trailed by 16. Here's Highland. 9 points in the game so far. Leonard kicks to Gordon. Morris trying to free himself up. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Okogie, the pass to Wainwright. Here's Okogie from downtown. Plumlee with the rebound. Now here's Gordon. 10 points for him. Leonard the pass to Highland. Lee against Gordon. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Suns leading by 12. Phoenix calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Time to make some noise for you, Sun Dancers.
Phoenix making some changes. Landale's checked in. And it's Ross in for Josh Okogie. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Robert Covington subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Ross. He's got 11. Right side, Lee. Out to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. He has 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here is Los Angeles now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Passes it to Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix leading by 15. Here's Lee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington passes to Highland. Here's Gordon. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Lee. Pass to Landale. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Highland passes to Gordon. Here's Highland. Covered by Lee. Covington kicks to Gordon. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Phoenix has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Lee with the ball. He has 7. No good. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Suns. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Highland in at the point. And George kicks to Covington. Shoots it up. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got his 4th rebound in this one. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Suns lead by 19.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Highland passes to Zubac. With the fadeaway. Phoenix grabs the miss. Landale's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Wainwright. Pass to Okogie. Tries again. Good D by Covington.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Morris passes to Highland. The Clippers rebound. Zubats, that's good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And the pass to Okogie. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Still Suns ball.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And the shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
George passes to Zubats. The jump hook. Landale grabs the miss. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Well, this is an aspect of his game that Josh Okogie continues to hone and refine. If he can get that jumper working, look out.
Covington dishes to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ross against George. And no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ross on the wing. Here's Landale. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Highland. Following the score by Phoenix. Outside Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value. I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix leading by 23. Pass to Okogie. Well, look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ayton with the bounce pass. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Paul for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George finds Leonard. Back to George. Outside Covington. Pass to Mann. Pass to George. There's the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
There's the pass to Ross. Paul outside. And it's in there. Paul's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Passes it to George. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Suns leading by 21. Pass to Okogie. He kicks it to Ross. Pass to Okogie. Floats one. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
That's good from George.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in. And George drops them both. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong and he's so good at drawing the foul.
Shooting for the Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr. taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. And Morris drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Okogie. Paul surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Okogie. And Ayton throws it down.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Leonard the pass to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Here's Okogie. Batum with the steal. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum for when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done.
Paul with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Passes to Okogie. Here's Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard the pass to Batum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Kicks it out to Leonard from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
And the Suns call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Paul. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Paul's got 21 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to man. Morris with the ball. Craig defending. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Morris.
You get the sense Marcus Morris, this close, says, I can score on anyone.
Here's Okogie. Kicks it to Ball. There's the triple. Here's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton. At the line for two.
And he knocks down the first one. Ayton hits them both.
And he's had his troubles at the line tonight. Unfortunately, that's nothing new. Just glad he was able to convert right there.
Now, here is George. Here's Mann. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
3-point field goal.
George has got assist number 5 here tonight. Suns leading by 11. Booker outside. Pass to Okogie. Paul outside. Booker with no one around, drops in the tray. And the Suns lead by 14.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Okogie. Paul finds Booker. And here is Paul. And the pass to Craig. And the layup falls.
You know, passing is what has defined Chris Paul's career. And boy, does he have a way to get his teammates involved.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The 10-footer. That one a little long. Phoenix has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Ayton up top. Pass to Okogie. And here's Booker.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
At the line for your Suns, Devin Booker, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Both free throws good from Booker. Clippers trailed by 16. To the wing on the left. Pass to George. The three, and another three for the Clippers.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Paul outside. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Kicks it out to Booker. Another shot, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Suns lead by 17.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now here's Leonard.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, it seemed like you really wanted to set the tone tonight, and you really wanted this game to go through you. What was the focus?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, my teammates going to follow me, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. So hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
Well, you built on it, and you got the job done when you had to. Thanks, Chris.